Good morning, good morning. Have your notebooks and pens ready. We are going to dive back into the White Light Oracle and the guidebook. It's like we're welcome to Spirit School, where we're going to pull a card. We're going to read the lesson of the day, and then we'll do our little homework here is writing about 7 to 10 minutes. We'll just fill up. The way I time it is I just fill up the page. Don't forget to put the date, and then at the top I've already written White Light Oracle, and then I'll put the card, the name of the title of the card on the paper as well, so I remember later on if you ever go back and look at it. So, but first let's ground a little and just settle into this sacred space. So closing our eyes, we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, pulling up that beautiful Mother Earth energy. Breathing in, nice and slow. Hold. Release. Breathing in. Hold. Release. Breathing in from Father Sun straight and source light energy straight through our crown, asking for cleansing, clearing, and aligning of our energy centers in our center channel. Breathing in. Breathing in. Hold. Release. Breathing into our heart space, pulling these two energies of divine feminine and divine masculine, our divine mother and divine father, together and creating this beautiful balance energy. Then sending that energy out throughout our whole energetic field, creating this beautiful balance that we need for throughout our day. Breathing in. Hold. Release. Breathing in. Hold. Release. And it's important to have on your side the intentions as well to connect with your angels and your guides. As we do this, they say that this is what creates this closed circuit between me and you and spirit in between. So calling in our angels and our guides, Jesus, Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Freya too, calling in our ancestors of love and light, Ascended Masters, Ascension Council, Galactic Council, those are the highest of high of love and light, and only those are the highest of the high of love and light, to be here with us, helping us to be clear channels, receiving and giving the exact messages in which we are meant to receive for our highest good. Also calling in and asking for assistance from Archangels Michael, Metatron, Uriel, Azrael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Shamuel, to be here with us together, being our safeguards and keepers of this sacred space, keeping it a safe space, cleansed and cleared of all energy that does not belong here, and amplifying all energy that does. Onasiano tu, onasiano tu, anasiano tuyano oyana, kiano tuyano oyana. And they're saying the act. You know how like there's that yogic term, that phrase where the light, like namaste is the light in me sees the light in you, but they're kind of adding to that, and they're saying the light in me activates the light in you, the light in you activates the light in me. It takes that seeing deeper. It is saying that we wake each other up. We wake each other up. We wake each other up. We expand each other. We ignite each other. We activate what is already lying within in each other. Anasiano tuyana, kanasiano tuyana oyana. So the light in me activates the light in you. The light in you activates the light in me. So thank you for that. Thank you for the little activation this morning. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for being here. And today we have Cupio Dissolvi. Cupio Dissolvi. All right, let's see what is to be said this morning. is 2, card 2. Oh, that's 3, 2. It is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and leading you on a soul healing journey. The right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you, the words are in like a little stutter there. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Amen. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. Amen. Okay. You do not need to be in control in order to be safe and have things work out in the best possible way. In an often spiritually deficient modern culture, we have developed a kind of mystical amnesia. We have forgotten the genuine, effective, and astonishing power of spiritual intervention that can be evoked by an open heart. This oracle brings you a message from Spirit that there is a problem in your life that seems very real and substantial. Yet, if you approach it from a more mystical perspective, desiring spiritual connection and healing, that issue can dissolve. It can be absorbed into spiritual light and be healed. It can transform in such a way that your current viewpoint of suffering will cease to exist. There is a path for healing you have yet to recognize. As you let go of what you think you should or must do, you will recognize a perhaps unexpected path to your true healing and inner fulfillment opening up before you. The Latin phrase Cupio Dissolvi refers to a desire to dissolve, to be absorbed into the luminosity of the soul, where there is beauty and relief and peace. To enter into such a state requires a loosening of our attachments and fixations upon our problems in the physical world. This does not mean we deny our troubles. In letting go, we give Spirit permission to heal the state of heart and mind that has led us into these difficulties. It can be surprising just how much we hold on to things we wish to be freed from. Amen. Can I get an amen? Whew, that's some truth right there. It might help you let go if you reflect on what would be different for you if this problem is no longer in your life. Sometimes we might hold on to the pain of hoping to gain acknowledgement from a certain person who may just lack the emotional capacity and spiritual development to grant us a heartfelt apology. Sometimes we punish ourselves by holding on to pain, holding impossible and unhelpful standards of inhuman perfection when we could forgive ourselves and move on. Spiritually, we have the power to forgive and free ourselves and others. There is so much to be gained in doing so. If it is a way to heal the heart from emotional poison, awaken inner peace and freedom, and move forward with our lives. As we forgive and enter the temple of the heart, we can see beautiful visions of what is now possible. Feelings of euphoria may awaken. We realize we have set ourselves free from the past. A restraint that once weighed heavily upon our hearts has been cast off by our spiritual will. Knowing we have such a beautiful power within Knowing we have such a beautiful power within can bring gratitude and wonder into our hearts. In the spiritual landscape of the heart, we let go of what we think and engage in which we feel. The true mystical experience of divine love is not just emotional. It is transfiguring. It helps us transform ourselves in our lives. This oracle guides you to immerse yourself in the spiritual light within your heart. A beautiful and uplifting outcome is being offered to you. Trust in Spirit, let go, and receive. Healing process. Consider any problem you have been wrestling with, or a painful situation or interpretation of events in which you are attached. If you are willing to do so, you can now set an intention to offer that attachment to Spirit through this healing process. Place a hand on your heart, and then consciously connect to the flow of your breath. Close your eyes and rest for several moments. Imagine, feel, or intend that you are now aware of your heart, experiencing it from the inside, as though you were sitting in the middle of your heart chakra. From deep within the center of your heart, a pure white spiritual light begins to radiate outward. I'm hoping you caught on and closed your eyes and you're picturing this white light. So again, and maybe we'll do that again once we get ready to write, right? Okay. It feels joyful, uplifting, peaceful, expansive. Now we practice bhavana, a Sanskrit word that means infusion. Allow the white light to gently infuse your being, like a sacred tea subtly perfuming and enriching your soul. The white light is absorbed into your cells, into your mind, into your heart. You feel more settled, peaceful, and blissful as this process unfolds. Intend to release your offering into the light. Now letting it go from your heart, in the light, it can dissolve and transform. This process can be gentle and powerful, since your offering, and the light are one. Complete this practice with manolaya, a Sanskrit word meaning immersion and complete absorption. Gracefully choose to let everything else go and settle into being one within the light. Take your time and gently emerge from your luminous contemplation when you are ready. Ground yourself and you have completed your practice. All right, so let's look at the card again one more time here. So we're thinking about, we're going to be breathing in that white light into our heart space and dissolving any of these issues that we may be holding on to. And we're also then in our writing practice, maybe we don't even realize what issues we've been holding on to that we're having a hard time letting go of. And maybe we need help and guidance and even pointing out these issues or the next steps in letting them go. So let's just take a moment to do as they said and hand on your heart space, and we're going to be breathing in that white light, and we're going to be allowing that to expand throughout our whole being, and then we will drop into our writing practice. So closing your eyes, breathing in and picturing that white light starting to expand larger and larger in your heart space. Breathing in. And however you feel, see, sense, know, believe, trust that this white light that started just as a little seed in your heart space, expanding further and further out from your heart space. It's just growing, filling up your heart space, and then expanding even further still, going into every cell of your being. Breathe it in. Imagine each and every one of your cells just lighting up. Imagine the swirling light running through your veins, breathing in. Imagining this white light wrapping around each and every one of your joints, running through your muscles, running through every part of your whole body, physical body, your mental body, breathing in. Expanding out even further still, going into your emotional body, breathing in. Expanding still, allowing this beautiful, bright, white, cleansing, pure, just this light of purity, of softness, of healing, of hope, Oyana, siya no toya no oyana. Allowing it to expand into our spiritual body. Breathing in. One last breathing in. This time we're just going to allow it just to, this bright white but yet gentle light, just filling in any little crevices that we may have missed, any little shadowy corners, any forgotten little closets, any corners left unseen. Just breathing in nice, the deepest breath yet, and really filling in all the gaps and out within and without our whole energetic field, cleansing and clearing and purifying. Just really, and also really illuminating any areas that we need to be aware of that we were not aware of before. So breathing in nice and slow. Hold to lock that energy in. Release. Oh, thank you. All right, now just right. Don't think about spelling, punctuation, capitalization, anything. Just right. We're going to see what Spirit has to say. Amen. And so it is. I hope you found that helpful. I did. Apparently, I got some organizing to do. One important point that came up there is like, because, and this is something that's not new to me anyway. I've heard this before, but it's kind of like they're kind of putting it out there again. It's like how your environment reflects your outside reflects your inside, and how like if you have these spaces that are cluttered and filled with mess and stuff from your past and stuff that you're not wanting to let go of, is that a mirroring of like, are there parts of your old self that you're having a hard time letting go of, that you're still holding on to in your old ways, and where you haven't fully stepped into your new reality, your new like self, your new like who you want to be. So they're just saying, kind of taking a look at your spaces in that way. So I don't know if that resonates for you at all, if you needed to hear that as well, but like in seeing if that kind of resonates whenever you look at like a cluttered space that you've been having a hard time like dealing with and decluttering. Like we have like in my dresser in my bedroom is one of those, whenever you're cleaning up the rest of the downstairs and you put everything, you just take all the clutter and you put it somewhere else. It ends up on my bedroom dresser, and then it kind of accumulates there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with all this. But they're just saying, when you look at these spaces, what is it saying more than just like, I don't know what to do with this? Like, is it saying like, are there parts of you that are still like your old ways and your old, that you're not wanting to that you have not yet kind of faced or been dealing with, like maybe even like old habits that you're still like, I don't know, maybe you're a soda drinker, and but and I'm not trying to poo-poo on soda drinking. I'm not saying that at all, but this is for somebody who has been like, it's been in their mind that they needed to for their health or their whatever it is for them, specifically for them. So I'm not trying to like control what you're eating and drinking, but you're still holding on to that habit because you just like, but it's mine. But it feels like, does it feel like you're losing a part of yourself by giving that habit up somehow? Like it's like, for some reason it feels like you're losing a part of yourself. And why is that? Why does it feel like that to you? Like how is that? Oyana, siano tuyano, kuyano, suyano, tuyano, oyana, kiano, suyano, oyana. Iano tuyano, oyana, kiano, tuyano, oyana. Iano, suyano, tuyano, oyana. And is that like habit maybe like almost as if you were holding on to that and being like, it's almost like a fear of the last grips of and trusting and fully trusting and surrendering and just falling into what spirit has planned, or where your path is leading you. But it feels like you're just kind of like holding on to the last remnants of your old life, like that gives you control somehow of the situation of your life by drinking your sodas every day. Whenever you've been telling yourself, I really need to stop these, but it feels like the last thing of your life that you've been doing, that of your old life that you've been doing, and you're still holding on to, and somehow that's tying in mentally, subconsciously with like full surrender. So that's interesting. So I need to plug that in for me and see where that fits in for me. Because I mean, I'm not against sodas. I'll like have one in special like holidays or something. But that hard ginger ale is so good. Not hard alcohol, but our hard like that spicy. But I try and keep it for special occasions. But anyway, so but there's something there that is for me that I need to look into. Where am I doing that same thing, but with something else? And because that dresser is a mess, and and I have a few. There's also a desk that is just like, I just keep tucking everything in the drawer or the basket and then ignoring it instead of like going through it. And so are there things that I've been ignoring that I need to address, that I need to look at and figure out. So they're saying it's just like chaotic space, chaotic mind, chaotic space, chaotic mind. And we need to cleanse and clear our spaces to have a more soothing mind space too. More soothing outward space creates more soothing inward space. I like it. So let's work on it. Well, if it's called to you. If not, then you can just be like, whatever, lady, my message was totally different. It was this. And if it was, I would love to hear it, because maybe your message resonates with me too. So there you go. All right. Much love. See you tomorrow.